before now? What is it?
Yes.
That question hangs in the air like smoke. What is it? 4 words from a woman who has no idea she's about to hear the answer. 4 words that will rewrite every memory she has of the man standing next to her. She's demanding the truth from 2 strangers because her husband won't give it to her. And in about 60 seconds, she's going to wish she never asked. Before any of this, before the knock on the door, before the blurry printouts, before a 66-year-old man started backpedaling in his own living room, there were children, real children. Somewhere in this country right now, there are kids who were 10 years old when a stranger saved their images to a device in Florida. Kids who are 11 now, 12, 13. Growing up with the knowledge that their bodies were used as entertainment for a retired federal employee who liked to joke about AOL being ancient. They are the reason 2 detectives spent the morning of February 5th, 2025, driving to a house with wood-look laminate flooring and a dog named Marco. The tip came in through the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, Standard Channel. A social media platform flagged something suspicious and passed it up the chain. The cyber tip landed on a detective's desk with an email address attached, angiewamble@outlook.com, and attached to that email address, a collection of images that no human being should ever have to look at, let alone investigate for a living. The IP address traced back to a residence in Pasco County. The homeowner, Anthony Bezio. The next morning, they went to go meet him.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Sorry.
How can I help you?
My name is Corporal Carrie Yates. This is my partner, Corporal Grill.
Hey, how are you?
We're just kind of in the area, just kind of investigating some internet activity.
Okay.
Are you the homeowner?
Yes.
Awesome. What is your name, sir?
Tony.
Tony?
Yeah.
Is that your legal name, or do you go by
Anthony.
Anthony? Oh, hi, Tony. Will you run away?
No.
Oh, good.
I've had to chase a dog down the street before. Does that happen?
And what is your last name?
This year.
Small talk, that's the dance. Get them comfortable, ask about the dog, compliment the flaws, make them think this is routine, just another stop on a long list of houses, and Anthony Bezio plays along. He gives them his email addresses, his phone number, his wife's phone number. He's helpful, cooperative, the kind of guy who has nothing to hide. Then Jean appears in the doorway.
Is that Jean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
what's going on?
Hi, so my name's Corporal Carrie Yates. This is my partner, Corporal Grill.
Yeah.
We're just here kind of investigating some internet activity.
Yeah.
So, if you don't mind, can we talk to you first alone? I'll kind of explain what's going on.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you have a identification?
It's in my car. I can go grab it.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah. No problem.
get an
You have your-
identification.
Mine's in my car.
There's your car.
Yeah, I can just wait.
Alright. Thank you.
It's my badge.
Who are you with?
Sheriff's Office? Pinellas County?
And what are you investigating?
The detective tries to separate them. Standard protocol. Talk to the husband first alone, let him dig his own grave without an audience. But Jean says no. She wants to know what's happening. And she says it in a way that makes clear she's not asking permission.
So there's some suspicious internet activity. I don't know the details of it. It's her case. But we do this a lot. We've been doing it all morning. Out to different houses because of internet activity.
What kind of internet activity?
Like inappropriate internet activity. Stuff that shouldn't be on the internet. And so like I said, she's gonna know the details about this one.
I don't know.
But it probably has to do something to do with your guys' internet, would be my guess. Just based off my experience with that stuff. So, but she has all the details on it and whatnot. We do like this is like our 8th house today. So
Suspicious internet activity. That's all he says. 8th house today, just following up on tips. Anthony, he's already defensive. Well, I haven't been on anything illegal. Then a laugh, nervous. The kind of laugh that says, I know exactly what this is about and I'm hopping if I act normal they'll go away. But they don't go away. They keep talking. And eventually they get to the email.
And do you recognize this email?
Not off the top of my head.
Does it look like one that you may use?
It might.
Okay.
What is it?
Angie.womble@outlook.com.
But I don't remember, honestly.
Okay.
3 answers in 30 seconds. First, he doesn't recognize it. Then it might be his. Then he doesn't remember. This is what lying sounds like when the liar hasn't decided which lie to commit to yet. And Jean, she's watching, she's listening, she's doing the math in her head. Her husband is a retired federal employee. He's 66 years old. He has an email address he doesn't remember. And 2 detectives from the Crimes Against Children unit are standing in her living room.
And on this account, do you recognize anything?
Yeah, I do. Okay.
Okay. Is it something you're comfortable talking to me about in front of your
No.
No.
There it is, the crack, Anthony Bezio, who has been helpful and cooperative and normal for the last 10 minutes, suddenly doesn't want to talk in front of his wife. And Jean catches it immediately.
You better tell me, honey, because I'll find out.
What?
There it is, the crack, Anthony Bezio, who has been helpful and cooperative and normal for the last 10 minutes, suddenly doesn't want to talk in front of his wife. And Jean catches it immediately.
Do you mind if we talk to him alone?
No, I
or-
want to hear what it is. Just tell me.
Well, I'll tell you. We talk to them.
No, I want to know. Go ahead.
It might be better if he just kind of
It's
talks to us
okay.
first.
It's okay.
No, it's not. Okay.
Honey, you got to tell me. So let's go.
But it might be easier on him to tell you when we're not present.
What is it? Porno?
What is it? She's not asking the detectives anymore. She's asking him, the man she married, the man she shares a bed with, the man who is now standing in their kitchen, silent, while strangers hold printouts that are about to detonate his entire life. And he doesn't answer, so the detective does it for him.
So I'm like going to show you some photos. Okay, can you just tell me if you recognize them? It's from a copy machine, so I apologize. It's a little blurry. These are going to be from videos that I kind of just took still shots of.
Okay.
Do you recognize that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
He says yes twice. He recognizes the images, but when the detective asks him to explain, when she gives him a chance to say something, anything, that might make this make sense, he starts to drift.
You recognize that?
Yes.
This next one I do have sanitized, okay? Do you recognize
Yes.
it?
Yes. Oh, no. I don't think so.
What, is she supposed to be underage or something?
Yes.
Yeah, I honestly,
Okay.
if she is, then it was something that I shared from something else that I saw, but it wasn't something I generated.
Okay. So tell me about that. What do you mean by that you shared by something else?
Well, it's a year and a half, 2 years, almost 2 years ago, so I don't really know. I don't request anything like that.
Okay.
If I saw at the time, if I had seen it on X, I might have done something with it. I don't know.
What do you mean by that?
I may have posted it.
Okay. So you may have posted that image?
I may have.
He might have posted it. He doesn't remember. He doesn't request anything like that. Every sentence is constructed to create distance, passive voice, conditional tense. If he saw it, might have done something. Nothing is admitted. Nothing is claimed. He's building a wall of words between himself and the images on the table. But Jean, she's not building anything. She's just standing there, hearing her husband say he might have shared images of children, and realizing that the floor beneath her feet is not as solid as she thought.
Ma'am, now that you kind of know the gist of it, do you mind if we kind of talk to him more in private?
And we can
I
have,
do mind, because I feel like we need an attorney here. That's what I feel like.
She says it first, not him, her. We need an attorney. She's the one who understands in that moment that this is not a conversation you have without protection. Anthony, he's still talking, still trying to explain, still saying he never shared anything he thought was illegal, as if that matters, as if intent changes what's on the paper.
would you be willing to let us look at your device real quick? So we can just verify it's not on there? Because that would be an easy way to end this, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you normally get on Twitter? Like, do you use your cell phone or the laptop, an iPad?
My iPad.
Your iPad? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you mind if we look for
No, I don't mind at all.
Okay.
I don't
Thank
mind
you.
at all.
He says yes, no hesitation, no pause. He hands over his iPad like he's handing over a restaurant menu, and Jean, she doesn't stop him. Maybe she doesn't know what's on it. Maybe she thinks this will clear things up. Maybe she's still hopping this is all a mistake. It's not. Before we get into what investigators found on that iPad, if you are watching this and you have not subscribed yet, do it now. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications. We cover real cases, real footage, and real consequences, and there is a lot more coming your way. Now, back to that living room, and the device Anthony Bezio just handed over like it was nothing. The search didn't take long, because Anthony Bezio wasn't hiding, he wasn't careful, he wasn't cautious. He was just a retired guy with an iPad full of images that would make most people sick. And when the detectives saw what was on that device, they didn't just find what they came for. They found more, so much more. According to detectives, the images depicted children between the ages of 10 and 13 years old. Let that number sit for a second. 10, the age when you're still learning multiplication tables. The age when your biggest worry is whether you'll get invited to the right birthday party. That's who Anthony Bezio was watching. That's who Anthony Bezio was sharing. But it didn't stop there. Videos and images of adults engaging in sexual acts with dogs, with a horse, with a cow. Anthony Bezio wasn't collecting one kind of depravity, he was collecting it all, and he was doing it from the house he shared with his wife, from the iPad he used to check Twitter, from the same device he just handed over with a smile. On February 5th, 2025, Anthony Bezio turned himself in at the Pasco County Jail. He was charged with 3 counts of possession of child pornography and 12 counts of sexual activity involving animals, 15 felony charges. 15 reasons his wife will never look at him the same way. 15 reasons the neighbors on that quiet street will always remember the day the cops showed up. But here's the thing about those numbers. 3 counts of child pornography doesn't mean 3 images. It means 3 separate findings, 3 separate pieces of evidence that prosecutors can take to a jury. Behind each count is a folder full of files. Behind each file is a child, real children, with real names, real families, real futures that were interrupted so Anthony Bezio could have his entertainment. That's the word he used. Just entertainment. That's what he called it when the detective asked what he used that email account for. Entertainment, like a movie, like a baseball game, like scrolling through Twitter. That's how he framed it. That's how he thought of it. Children being exploited, entertainment. Animals being violated, entertainment. And he was so comfortable with it that he saved it to his personal devices, in his home, while his wife was in the other room, while his granddaughter, the one he mentioned, the one whose Instagram he follows, was probably sleeping over some weekends. Before we get to how this ended, if this case hit you the way it hit me, share this video. Put it on your page. Let people know this story exists. The people who were lost deserve to be remembered, and the people responsible deserve to be known. If you are not subscribed yet, hit that button right now. New cases drop every week, and you do not want to miss what is coming. Now, here is how this ended. As of this recording, Anthony Bezio remains in custody. His charges, 3 counts of possession of child pornography, a felony in the state of Florida that carries up to 5 years per count, and 12 counts of sexual activity involving animals, a charge that reflects the full scope of what detectives found on that iPad. His case is working its way through the system. He'll get his day in court. He'll get a lawyer. He'll get due process. The children in those images, they'll get none of that. Those children are not here to speak for themselves. They never are. They're out there somewhere, living with the knowledge that their worst moments are preserved on devices belonging to strangers, that somebody right now could be looking at them, that there's no way to call it back, no way to unsave it, no way to make it stop. And Anthony Bezio, he gets to sit in a jail cell with 3 meals a day and a lawyer who will argue that he's not a danger to society. But he is. He always was. He just hid it behind an AOL email address, and a friendly wave, and a dog named Marco. That question, the one Jean Bezio asked in her kitchen on the morning of February 5th, she knows the answer now. She knows what it was, what it is, what it will always be, and she'll carry that answer for the rest of her life. So will the children, so will the animals, so will everyone who ever trusted Anthony Bezio, because he wasn't just hiding images. He was hiding who he really was, and it took two strangers at the door to finally show him to the people who loved him most.